Needle phobia is often developed at a young age, and while some children can grow out of their phobia, other children develop an avoidance of healthcare and medical professionals. Our goal is to use technology to help young patients manage their needle phobia to ensure they have a positive experience in hospital and limit their chances of worsening the phobia. Our research question is, how can we help children better manage their phobias by helping them understand their experience through giving them agency in building new skills or techniques during their needle journey? Our background research involved us researching into why children get phobias and what is being done to overcome these phobias. Hyperalgesia, resistive fear, vasovagal syncope, and associative fear are the main reasons why children get needle phobias. Ways to overcome these are behavioral therapy, visualization, education, and new technologies involving virtual reality. We got 4 children who either had a needle phobia or are around needles a lot, and their parent or carer to participate in a co-design session. In these sessions, they were each instructed to create a Lego character, creating their strengths and weaknesses. They were then given 3 scenarios relating to hospitals where they would draw out what their character would do in that situation. We also conducted co-design sessions with 1 psychologist and 1 neuroscientist. In the session, they were instructed to fill out a timeline of children's needle experience using images and words. In the second activity, they were asked to come up with 2 solutions for how they would help a child overcome a needle phobia. From these sessions, we did a thematic analysis. The main themes we found were that needles cause lots of discomfort, distraction, rewards, and bribery help the child cope, education of needles and phobias is important, hospitals denote a negative experience, and not all solutions are appropriate for children.
Using the user insights we found from our research, we formed 3 personas. Lily receives needles frequently. She finds that having support from her family and getting a treat afterwards helps her deal with her fear of needles. Nick doesn't like to get needles, but can similarly be coaxed with a reward, as it does make it a better experience for him. The most difficult aspect for him is that he doesn't feel in control of the situation and doesn't know why or when it's going to be done. Lastly, Amanda is a mum who just wants to keep her children healthy. She feels anxious because she's unsure whether the needle is going to be a bad experience for them. Seeing them distressed upsets her. These personas help to humanize the specific insights we found in our research. Using personas, we ideated various solutions for them. Our initial concept was a children's gaming app. This could be used throughout the journey of getting a needle, before, during, and after. Upon receiving feedback and researching existing solutions, we found our idea to be similar to older play. We then ideated ways to give children more agency, freedom, and switch our focus from playing to creating. When developing our designs, we researched the Crayola Color Alive, an app where children can color in pages of a coloring book and then scan the page on the app to see their drawing come alive. Smiley Scope's VR experience calms and distracts patients, as an animation is played to perfectly coincide with the needle procedure. We took these ideas for inspiration when creating our concept. We wanted to give children the ability to create their own character and see it come to life when they are getting the needle. Our concept then evolved into the Creature Creation app. Leading up to the needle, the kid could register with the app and give the creature character a name, theme, gender, and size. In the waiting room, the child would then be able to customize the creature, adding colors, textures, and sound. If they have time, they can nurture, feed, and play with it. The needle procedure itself would then involve using an iPad and augmented reality to bring the creature to life. The creature would then walk around, lick them while the staff used an antiseptic wipe, and kiss them on the arm when the needle is injected.
Using an ethics canvas, we decided to look into the principles of behaviour and inclusion. For behaviour, we wanted the children to react positively to the creature and gain a more personal and positive connection to their needle experience. We realised a potential consequence could be that the children may rely on the immersion too much and doesn't develop their own independence. For inclusion, we wanted to minimise anxiety by needles by allowing children to create and customise their creature. We noticed unintended consequences of the current design would be inaccessibility for children who have trouble moving around, for example, a wheelchair. These insights helped us to further shape and adapt our design. We started bringing our concept to life using low-fidelity sketches. This gave us an initial idea of what the interface should include and how it should be laid out so that it's kid-friendly. These sketches are then later refined into wireframes that gave a more detailed outline of the functions and how the app interface would work.
The final iteration was ethics canvas and user testing. In response to the ethics canvas, we made creature creation more inclusive by ensuring the physical space that they need to move around is suitable for disabled children, and that they can access the creation stations by it now being low and closer to the ground. We also decided to include controls for the parent to say if their child has epilepsy or dyslexia, so the experience can be more inclusive for them. We also created more assurances that the child's behaviour wouldn't be disengaged from the experience by including customization for a theme, which would then impact the creature's physicality and personality. This would ensure they don't get bored of the experience, which would then cause them discomfort and pain, in turn worsening their phobia. As per the paper prototyping, we decided that instead of the nurse-directed interaction, it will be the parent who says things such as, "Oh, look this way." By having the parent take a more proactive role in meeting the creature, the child will be more inclined to interact and engage with it. The interaction will seem more organic and natural, so the experience is more enjoyable for the child. Our final creature creation idea reflects a more child-friendly hospital experience by engaging with elements of play and creativity throughout the experience. The child is keeping occupied by going to the creation stations to decide on a theme, colour, texture, size, and shape for their creature. It gets their mind off the impending needle and therefore suits the user need of a distraction. It also accommodates the user need of having loved ones with the child by including the parent into the creature meeting. The parent won't be concerned with having to coddle or soothe their child, and the parent-child dynamic will be more natural and fun, and will in turn counteract the anxiety and distress the needle phobia can create, which can in turn again worsen their phobia. Another user need of not wanting pain and discomfort is subverted. The parent will use the app to direct the child's attention so the needle process is seamlessly masked as another interaction. For example, when the creature approaches the child, it will lick them, but this will in fact be the nurse swiping an antibacterial wipe on the spot, but it will simply look like the creature is licking their arm. Creature creation fulfills our design brief by making a more positive needle experience by allowing the child to wield their imagination to create a digital creature. It uses AR to reframe the hospital and needle experience for children so it doesn't negatively impact them and worsen their phobia, but also doesn't impact medical staff or parents and carers. The design solution cultivates agency by helping them understand their experience. It encourages them to customize the experience to their own preferences and tastes so they can see what's going on through their own lens. In turn, we hope this will shatter contributors to needle phobias, such as pain, disempowerment in the situation, persistent uncomfort, and a lack of connection to the environment.
The final design will help all stakeholders involved in the needle process: parents or carers, children, doctors, and nurses. Through the design and construction of creatures in the initial phase of the journey, as shown in the texture station example, the children develop a sense of empowerment and control over the process. Additionally, it helps to reduce anxiety by allowing them to focus on something other than the upcoming needle. Once the creature is developed, it is used for enjoyment and to provide a sense of agency for the child, which helps to manage their fear of needles. Both of which are two fundamental components we aimed for in our design brief. We believe that this app will help relieve the responsibility of carers in the process. In the co-design workshop, we found that they had to often restrain the child or talk to them for comfort throughout the appointment. Now, using the app, the creature designed by the child will relieve this pressure from the parent as it will occupy them throughout each step of the process, as demonstrated with Alfie licking the child's arm during the antiseptic wipe. Doctors and nurses will have more control over the child as they will be more willing to participate. This will make the jab quicker and less stressful for them to perform. Once we had finished our final iteration of creature creation, we looked into how this compared with existing solutions. We looked into Buzzy, Smiley Scope, and Outer Play, then ranked them as shown on the chart as to how they fulfilled our main themes. As you can see, our design makes a novel contribution by responding more strongly to the specific user needs of support and relatedness. Our research showed that being able to give and receive support is one of the most important concerns for both children and parents. By giving the parent a role in the needle procedure itself, we are able to greatly improve the emotional journey of the whole experience by combining both technology and the human need for relatedness. Furthermore, many existing solutions only address the fear and discomfort of the actual clinic. In contrast, our solution performs better as it considers how it engages users before they reach the needle appointment and how it intrinsically rewards children afterwards and encourages further appointments. So, in order for this concept to become a reality, digital and physical changes need to be taking place. The hospital waiting room will need to be redesigned to accommodate for more play and creature creation stations, whilst the hospital itself would create a digital system for registering children's creatures from the app, then transferring it to the hospital iPad. Despite the possible cost of physically redesigning the waiting room, the cost of technology itself, the app, hospital system and iPad are quite feasible. Overall, we can see our design is backed up by an immense amount of primary research. This solution needs to have further testing, but from what we can see, it shows a lot of promise for the future.